This program was funded in part by a Ready to Learn, No Child Left Behind grant from the U.S. Department of Education through the Public Broadcasting Service, and by contributions to your PBS station from viewers like you. Thank you.
Hi everyone, welcome to today's kind of special video. So today I kind of want to talk to you guys about who represents me in Congress. Yeah, I'm kind of standing up here right in front of the Ohio State flag, and also kind of on top of our current flag, because I want to kind of get this done over with, because this is actually the third time that I had to record this video because of a very cool idea that I came up with when I woke up one morning. You know, I was about ready to start getting ready for work, and I cooked on it for a little bit while I was at work. And when I started recording it the day after, I ran into some issues, and then when I started editing it yesterday, I was like, you know, I'll just scrap it, and re-recorded it. I was sitting down, and well, here we are again. I was editing it the second video, and I was like, you know what, I'll just redo it again. I don't even care, because I want to get this done and over with. So yeah, we're going to talk about all three people in Congress that represents me, who represents me in the House, and who represents me in the Senate, because, you know, every state has 2 senators, regardless of how big the state is in terms of size and population. So we're going to start with the People's House and go over to the House of Representatives. Just as a background, I asked, you know, my congressman and both my senators via email what they think the most important issue in the country is right now, and how would you solve it. So just keep that in mind for what I sent them via email. Out of the 3 that I did send, I got 1 response back, but we'll get that later. So without further ado, let's talk about who represents me in the House of Representatives. Okay, so I live in Ohio's 4th District, and this guy is my representative. This is Jim Jordan. He is a Republican and has been in office since 2007. Yeah, he's currently in his 7th term. Now, in terms of his, like, committee assignments, as I will go down through here, he is currently on 2 committees, along with the subcommittees that go along with them, so just bear with me on that. He is currently the chairman of the House Judiciary Committee, which is solely responsible and in charge of all things related to impeachment on the federal level. We did a whole series about that. The link of that playlist will be in the description below. And he is also on the Committee on Oversight and Government Reform. And yeah, he is definitely a avid Trump supporter. Hell, he even got the Presidential Medal of Freedom just in the last few days of Trump's first term. And yeah, he's definitely an advocate of the whole Stop the Steal kind of thing, you know, back in the 2020 election and all that. And yeah. Hell, he even ran for Speaker of the House when Kevin McCarthy was booted out, you know, back in October of 2023. But, you know, that is what it is. So yeah, Jim Jordan, my representative in Congress. Sent him an email, haven't got anything back. So we'll see if he'll ever get around to actually doing it. Alright, so now we're going over to the Senate. Now, like how I stated before, every state gets 2 senators, no matter how big or small that state is in terms of size and population. However, according to the Constitution, all the members of the Senate can be split up equally as possible into 3 classes. So every state will have either a Class 1, Class 2 senator, a Class 2, Class 3 senator, or, in Ohio's case, a Class 1 and Class 3 senator. So we're going to go over each class senator individually. So Ohio's first class senator is currently Bernie Moreno. He was sworn in this January, January 3rd. And yeah, he's, a newly elected senator because he defeated the incumbent Sherrod Brown, who was a Democrat, in the election last November, which was surprising. And Sherrod Brown has been in the Senate since 2007 as well, like Jim Jordan. And interestingly enough, Sherrod Brown followed Mike DeWine, who is the current governor of Ohio, at least for a few more years. So, Bernie Moreno is on a few committees with a few, subcommittees to fall under each committee. He's in the following committees. The Senate Committee on Banking, Housing, and Urban Affairs. The Senate Committee on the Budget. The Senate Committee on Commerce, Science, and Transportation, and the Senate Committee on Homeland Security and Governmental Affairs. Now I did send him an email. Well, not really. It's more like just a message from his website, because that's how I did it for all these guys. And I actually got a email response back from him yesterday morning at around 10 in the morning. And I will put it up on screen right here what he actually said. It says, "Thank you for reaching out to my office and sharing your thoughts. Your feedback is invaluable as we work together to address the issues that matter most to Ohio. We meet with constituents every day in Washington, D.C., and it is the best part of my day. I ran for office because I was tired of career politicians that only cared about getting re-elected. I understand I work for you. It is one of the greatest honors of my life to represent Ohio, and I work very hard every day to do the best job I possibly can. I am committed to listening to your concerns and ensuring that your voice is heard in Washington. Every message I receive helps me better understand the needs and priorities of our constituents. We may not always agree, but I want you to know that I respect your passion, your point of view, and your desire to make our great country even better. If you have an urgent issue to address with a federal agency, please reach out to my casework team at casework@moreno.senate.gov. You won't find a more dedicated group to help you with anything from the Department of Veterans Affairs to the Social Security Administration to the Passport Agency. Again, thank you for your feedback. Sincerely, Bernie Moreno, United States Senator." So yeah, that's kind of cool that we actually got a response back from Senator Moreno. So far, nothing from our own congressman, and nothing from our next senator, which we will talk about here coming up right now. Alright, so now we're going to talk about our last senator. He is our Class 3 senator. This is who he is. This is John Husted. He is a Republican, and he has been our senator since January 21st of this year. Why on that date? Well, because his predecessor had to resign in order to become Vice President of the United States, which we all know who it is. It's J.D. Vance. When he was first elected to the Senate in 2022 and was sworn in 2023. So he only served as senator for a little over 2 years or so. But yeah, he had to step down and on the 10th of January in order to be sworn in 10 days later as Vice President of the United States and President of the Senate. But we'll get to all that kind of stuff on another day. So, anyways, John Husted used to be the Lieutenant Governor of Ohio for pretty much from 2019 up until when he resigned and became sworn in, to the Senate. A lieutenant governor is basically like a vice governor, although it's not, the proper title, which is where we get the term lieutenant governor. I don't know, it's kind of interesting on how they word it, honestly. So, Senator Husted's committee assignments are as follows, along with all the subcommittees that go along with them, like always. The Senate Committee on Environment and Public Works, the Senate Committee on Health, Education, Labor, and Pensions, the Senate Committee on Small Business and Entrepreneurship, and the Special Senate Committee on Aging. Yeah, I did send an email out to him, or more like, typed on his website. But, I haven't gotten any type of response back from him. It's just only Senator Marino that we got a response back from, but hopefully within the next day or so of whenever this goes up, I will post an updated, thing of if we end up getting something, which I honestly highly doubt from Congressman Jordan, but hey, from Senator Husted, I don't know, he's got millions of people to look after. Alright, so there you have it. Those are all my representatives in Congress from, the House and the Senate. I mean, I guess you want to get technical. Also, Vice President J.D. Vance. And, I really would have loved to send an email to Vice President Vance. I don't know why I keep saying Pence, because that was his first VP from his first term. But, anyways... I really would have loved to send an email to J.D. Vance, but, I looked on the White House website and there's nothing having to do with sending an email to the Vice President. So, yeah, I'm kind of big rip on that one. So, thanks so much for watching. This is kind of also a brief, little bio about each one in terms of like how long they've been in Congress, what party, and their committee assignments, and a few extra little hidden things about each one that I kind of want to share with you guys. If you want me to do this with the rest of the Ohio delegation and also re-include them along with it, let me know in the comments or whatever. Thanks for watching, and salute to my fellow Ohioans, and we'll see you next time.
This program was funded in part by a Ready to Learn, No Child Left Behind grant from the U.S. Department of Education through the Public Broadcasting Service, and by contributions to your PBS station from viewers like you. Thank you.